You and your feelings. Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, Messiah Key Glow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to miss this show. This is going to be a good show. It's talking about
Get out your feelings.
get out of your feelings. We always in our feelings. We want to get out of our feelings. We want to get out of our emotions. We want to get out of our emotions. A lot of people like.
I try to change
All right,
some
we
of it.
back.
That's on
Okay,
me.
a little bit of technical difficulty. Y'all know what to do. Like and share the page, throw your cash apps up, comment, comment, comment. This is about get out of your feelings. That's what we're talking about. Feelings tonight. Being in your feelings. How you getting your feelings? Is it anything good that can come out of that, bro?
Yeah, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna discuss feelings.
Okay. Feelings. Well, what do you think about feelings, bro? Let's get into that. What y'all think about feelings? Does anything good ever come out of being in your feelings?
Well, I think your feelings is yours to have. I don't like when people let other people determine how I feel or dictate how I feel. I don't want you to allow me to determine how you feel.
Right. Well, feelings is a good thing. To me, it can be good and bad. Now, I think feelings is bad when you act on them the wrong way. When somebody gets you in your feelings, when they get you, you never do nothing right. I never seen an upset person do stuff right. They always do the wrong thing when they get in their body, when they get in their feelings. Feelings is a good thing. You can use them to the good, but that's not always what's happening. Hey, Keisha, we see you in there. We see you, Kevin. What's going on? Thanks for joining the show today. We talking about feelings. I know this is a hard topic. I said it from the beginning, but we're gonna discuss this because we got a couple of flicks that we want to show you. So we gonna do it. Hello, hey Charmaine, we see you, honey. Okay, we gonna talk about these feelings because people I found out don't really know how to control their feelings. How do you think that we get all these young people out here just killing up each other without even a thought of feeling?
That's the problem. They don't have none.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
they say
feelings
you
at
gotta
all.
hate yourself to hate the next person enough to take their life.
Yeah, how bad can you hate somebody to take their life? What can they do bad enough to get you mad enough to decide to kill another human being? I mean, come on, is it a little bit of money? You talking about money? You talking about saying something about somebody? I mean, come on, man. Is it that serious? Do you have to go that way? Can they say enough to make me mad enough to just kill somebody flat out right? I want to know what y'all think about this subject. This is a touchy subject, man.
I mean, I think they don't. I think they don't reflect on the consequences.
Yeah, but some feelings are genuine. We need to be able to cry. We
Yeah,
need to be able to feel happy. We matter of fact, sometimes we need to be able to feel sad because we're gonna feel all of these feelings. It's just how you operate on these feelings.
I don't believe too many down there know they done. Feelings could get you messed up if you don't know how to manage them correctly. Exactly.
Absolutely, that is a big
But
yes,
when
yes.
people do stuff and they feeling, best believe when they get down there and they gotta face it, then they
Yeah.
mind start working.
How
Then
many people do you think that's locked up think that, oh man, I just got so mad I did this and I shouldn't have done this, but it's too late now? Yeah,
they
absolutely.
don't think before they react.
Yeah. We
I
live
love
off.
our feelings. That's a part of our being.
Yes, it is, but managed correctly. Who would put the Calvin said managed correctly, uh, then we can use them the way they're supposed to be used. But so many times, I don't know what's gotten out of hand out here about us getting in our feelings. They can make me be in my feelings about blow if I take that up on something. You see what I'm saying? Or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody could say something to blow to get mad enough at me to want to kill me, well then I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. We have to be able to manage these things correctly. How do we do that?
Can you trust your feelings to do the right thing?
That's big. Yeah. Can you trust them to do the right thing? No, you can't trust it to do the right thing. So what has to happen at that point? What has to happen when you feel like your feelings ain't doing the right thing? They come up with all kinds of stuff. You know the woo saw. That's what that was all about. The woosah moment. Take a woosah moment. You know what I'm saying? That's why they came up with that saying right there. You know, take a woosah moment. Why would you take a woosah moment? To calm down and be able to think. Controlling the feelings is the key. That's absolutely right.
Yeah. Because sometimes you can go somewhere and be like, I ain't gonna get mad. Then next thing you know, you mad.
You fired up, man.
And you already said you ain't gonna let nobody make you mad.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do that all the time, man. I'm not gonna let these people at work make me mad today. And then 5 minutes in there, you cussing everybody.
Oh man, you in your body big time. You done lost your job. You done did all of this. Then 5 minutes later, you wondering, why did I do something so dumb? How come I couldn't take 5 minutes and just think about this thing, think it through? You know, it's best not to react to everything and be more logical and rational. Absolutely. That's absolutely true. You have to think logic. Hey, what's up, Gaslighter? We see you. Thank you, Sheena May, for joining in. Now, I'm telling you, man, why? Why do we do such things? Why can't we think? Why can't we control our emotions? I mean, and we got it going on out here every single day. I don't know why all this killing got to go on. Ain't nothing that bad in the world I don't know, it's a whole lot. It's just only certain things you can do to a person that really I feel like, should make you want to just kill them.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that do something to your child or your mama.
That's it. Your kids or your mama or your spouse or something like that.
Yeah, your siblings.
You know, or your siblings. Other than that, man, it shouldn't be too much more to make you just absolutely go out and murder somebody. It ain't that serious. You can get money again. You can get everything again. One thing you can't get again is a life. You can't get that back. Once that's gone, that's gone.
Whether it's the one that's taken or the one that's gone once they take it.
Right. Or whether it's either one of them, somebody going getting locked up for life. That's life is over.
I like to see the percentage of that because most of the time you ain't getting away with that.
No, you ain't getting away with
it. I put that at 80% or higher.
Yeah, absolutely. They always, I really don't understand how everybody get in their feelings about Trump. I can't even mention Trump people getting their feelings. How you get in your feelings enough to where you just actually so mad about having a discussion about a person?
Because this right here, because you don't let your feelings be your feelings. You allow the media and other people to determine how you feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was like that. I keep telling everybody all the time about my light bulb moment. I was in here talking to Art. I told Art I don't like Trump. He a racist bigot. He this, that, and the third. He said that it's good people on both sides.
Yeah.
I said, well, Blow, you just not said if I cut somebody's head off, right or wrong, you go be down there screaming free Art.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? That's right. That was my light bulb moment. I'm judging Trump for standing behind somebody that's his people, like I wouldn't stand behind my people.
Absolutely.
Right or wrong.
Absolutely.
So that was my light bulb moment. And then that's when I stopped letting people decide how I feel. Because I was just like everybody else. Oh, they up there marching with tiki sticks. Oh, he's supporting that. Oh, he this. Oh, he that. But I had to think about it. Well, shoot, if it was me and there was a whole bunch of black folk, I might feel the same way.
And wouldn't you? Wouldn't you stand by him, right or wrong?
Yeah, man just lost his job because his feelings wouldn't let him shut up.
Yeah. Wouldn't let him shut up. I mean, his feelings just wouldn't let him say. He just could not control him enough to keep his job. Now tomorrow he looking for a job.
Mine be having me I'd be on the sideline tiptoeing trying to stay in bounds. I'm telling you, boy, my job definitely be having me stressed like that.
Yeah, stop letting people dictate how you feel. Stop letting people dictate to you your mood for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's talk about how they do that.
Okay.
They do that by creating the victim.
Yeah, absolutely. The victim mentality.
They paint you as the victim.
Every time you think you're the victim, you get upset. Every time that you see that somebody said, I did something to poor Art, I'm mad about it. Mm-hmm. I'm so upset, I go off the rails.
People want to look at the here and now versus the long term, though.
Absolutely.
Hey, what are we talking about today?
What's up, Cal Mal? We're talking about our feelings, brother.
Get out your feelings.
Get out of your feelings. You can't operate in your feelings. Every time you operate in your feelings, you make a bad decision. I can tell you that now. People get out of control, they get in their feelings, and that's a fact. You know, stay out of your feelings. Your feelings never really accomplish much when people get you out of them, and people dictate to you that. Stop being the victim.
Yep.
Every time they tell us, that's why do y'all think they keep going back? Let me tell you this. Why do y'all think we keep going back? They keep talking about slavery. Why do you think they keep talking about being in chains and all of this stuff and referring to that, referring to KKK, even though you ain't seen them do nothing in 1,000 years. I don't know the last time they actually really did something besides march down the road, and you got mad about that.
Maybe you have, but I ain't never seen one in person.
Not that I know.
I ain't never know. I mean, like in a sheet, like
yeah,
I ain't never seen one.
No,
I ain't never seen one in my whole life. I ain't never seen one in my life.
And we talked about where them sheets came from back in the day. When the older days, they used to take a sheet on their head and walk around, and they would scare all the black people with it. That's how they started putting the sheets over their head anyway. You know, but don't get in your body. Stop playing the victim. We ain't the victim. Anytime somebody mentions slavery, everybody's antenna go up.
Yep.
Every time somebody mentions slavery, antenna go up. White supremacy, your antenna go up.
Yep. Yep. They even say stuff that don't even make sense, and you still your antenna still go up. Oh man, they say that if you ain't got no ID, you can't vote.
Yeah, antenna straight up.
What can you do without an ID, man? You need an ID. If somebody tell me that, if somebody tell you that, instead of you getting outraged, I can't believe Trump them trying to make me get an ID to vote.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to get an ID.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
They got you in your feelings. Oh man, a terrorist. I heard people run around, terrorists gonna kill us. We're in trouble with the country and all of this mess. I mean, come on, man. You got it in your body about something that didn't even pertain to you. Really?
No.
Yeah, the tariff didn't hurt nobody but the stock market.
The stock market thing go crash and everybody going down and everybody getting mad. Ain't nobody got no stock.
That's crazy. We got a couple clips for you today. We just go put it out there. We're talking about for everybody that's just joining in. I see a lot of people just not got in the queue. Well, for everybody just joining in, we're talking about get out of your feelings. Get out of there, man. Get out of and stay out. Operate on a different level. I tell you what, rise above your feelings and see what you get.
We're the war.
Yeah,
stopping the war.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We getting ready to show you a clip about a war that's been going on between Rwanda and what was that other country, Flo?
Rwanda and
Congo and the Congo. And guess what? It's done stopped. The thing been going on for 30-something years. That's crazy. And guess who stopped it?
Who comes from the area and knows exactly what's happening. Caroline, could I ask you to say a few words?
Yes, sir. Here we have Ariana, who is from the continent of Africa. She's been a reporter here in the United States for many years, and she has a story to share with the press, with the media, and with these two fantastic leaders who have joined you today. So, Ariana, please.
Why don't you come up here and talk so they can see?
Sure.
That'd be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
It's a
Mr.
great honor.
Thank you, Mr. President. So as Caroline has mentioned, President, first of all, I want to let you know that I'm the only African reporter accredited here at the White House.
Wow.
I have covered for the entire continent. So I just arrived from Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo,
Right.
yesterday. I went to see firsthand how the people is feeling and the president's message, President Felix Tshisekedi, about this upcoming peace deal. And let me tell you firsthand what I've witnessed myself. I spoke with the people on the street. I spoke with youth. They know your name. They know that a president named President Trump is working hard to finally bring peace to the country. I saw hope. They have hope now for a better day in Congo. They see what you're doing as a future, better future for Congo. And I had opportunity to sit down with President Felix Tshisekedi for an interview because I want to understand his mind, what he's thinking, his feeling about everything that your administration is doing. And he told me firsthand that for many years, many American presidents overlooked this conflict. They didn't do nothing. Even myself, I cover President Biden's administration. I pressed many times about this conflict. People are dying in Congo. This country has so much potential, but they need help because this war is destroying the country.
Sure.
They never gave me any answer. And he told me, President Tshisekedi, that you have no idea, he's very thankful for what you're doing, for what your administration is doing. Not only him, the entire Congolese people, they see that finally they will have hope. And President Tshisekedi also mentioned at the end of my interview that when peace finally comes to Democratic Republic of the Congo, he's thinking to nominate you as a Nobel Prize Peace because he said you deserve. You have been working to bring peace in the world, not only at the Congo, and he's very hopeful to meet you in the future.
That's so nice, boy, and that's so beautifully stated. And Caroline said, number one, she did say, and I shouldn't say this because it's politically incorrect. She said, she's beautiful and you are beautiful. I'm not allowed to say that, that could be the end of my political career, but I said it anyway. But you are beautiful and you're beautiful inside. So I wish I had more reporters like you. So you covered Africa for a
We wanted to show everybody that clip to let you know that there's a lot going on that you don't see behind the scenes, and that everybody wants to get you in your feelings about what's happening. Y'all see this man is already brokering peace in the Congo over there, and those people are very happy and satisfied with what's going on. So stop letting people get you in your feelings. Get out of your feelings about this stuff, and that way you can get on to a better day. I'm telling you, that is what we got going on out here today, man. We got that going on. So stay out your feelings.
Presidents in the past overlooked it. She
Yeah.
said she pressed Biden and told him people dying in the Congo, and he just overlooked it.
Yeah, he overlooked the whole thing. They didn't even want to talk about it. This conflict been going on for at least
He
25
said 30
years.
years.
Well, it's 30 years actually.
6 million.
6 million people has actually died over there. 6 million. And now they finally getting a peace deal going. They're finally getting somebody to say, well, look, man, why don't y'all stop all this? We can help. We can do something about it. You keep them people in their feelings, they keep fighting. You get them out of their feelings, they stop fighting. He didn't want to get canceled.
I think you're saying that because you in your feelings, though. My thing is, you can't make a good thing bad.
Absolutely.
And that's what I don't like. And I'm in my feelings about that because you can't make a good thing bad. You can't make nothing bad about that.
Right.
You can't make that nothing bad. Okay, he didn't want to get canceled, but you can't take back the fact that 6 million people done died.
Right.
And then the next 30 million people, the next 30 years, 6 million more people ain't gonna die.
Yeah. Exactly.
At his behest.
Yeah, exactly. We wanted to show y'all that clip. We got some more clips to show you, but we wanted to show you that clip because most of the people we know always get in their body when you mention Donald Trump.
Yeah.
What about those people in Rwanda? Okay, and in the Congo, when they mention Donald Trump's name, guess what? They don't get in their body.
Mm-hmm.
See, they don't get in their body when Trump's name is mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that, man. Some good things is happening.
Y'all, I be tripping. You say that all the time, Mark, man. People always be worried about the why, like they really care.
Yeah.
A lot of times, man, don't nobody care about that, man.
Yeah.
I don't care he did it because he didn't want to get canceled. I think it's a good positive thing and people go stop dying.
Yeah, well, of course you can't really call nobody that because these people out here, you know how the network's gonna do. They'll spin that into something else.
Yeah, like he did that so he don't get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. To make sure that they don't spin it because they will spin it.
I'll let them know what started the conflict in the first place.
Well, more than likely somebody in their feelings. I'm just saying, more than likely somebody got in their body and it's a conflict about something. That's how conflict starts.
And really and truly, no matter how it started, 30 years is a long time for people to be dying.
Yeah, and not being able to resolve something.
And especially when it takes somebody from a whole nother country to fix it.
Yeah.
That man from over here, that man trying to fix stuff over here, over there, and everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, man, you have to look at it. We have to start opening up and being mindful of what the games that these people are playing with us. They always want to keep us in our body. They try to get us in our body about the people being deported. Flo, how many people get in their body till people really start seeing through it? Hey, kudos to all of y'all out there that understood that we don't need nothing to do with this deportation stuff. We ain't got nothing to do with that. It's kudos to everybody that didn't go join into that garbage trying to get you to be mad at somebody, okay, because something happened to them because they just steady breaking the law. We know for ourselves that we can't just break the law, okay, and get away with it.
He did something Biden and Obama ignored it.
Ignore it. Absolutely, they ignored it. They all the other presidents ignored it too. For 30 years, how many presidents you think we done had? That's what I'm talking about. All right, then. We done had more than Obama and Biden. We had the Bushes. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do nothing. We had Clinton.
And one thing about it, you can even say he didn't do it the first time, but one thing like me and Art reported on you 4 years ago, he never occupied none of the land over there in Africa when he was the president.
Absolutely.
And we showed you the video about the people, and you remember the hands
Ethiopia.
off Eritrea.
It was Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Hands off Ethiopia. Yep.
Hands off Ethiopia. Man, Biden went straight into Ethiopia. When he got into office, he sent troops straight to Ethiopia.
And we showed you the press conference where the lady stood up there and said, when Donald Trump was the president, they never came over here.
Never, ever came over there, messing with them people. And the first thing we always talk about, oh, Africa, we from out. Man, listen, people trying to help the people.
Yep.
Yeah, we won't let them do it because we get gas lit, okay, on something else, on the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything these people do, man, is the wrong thing. They're doing the wrong thing. Look, don't nobody mind if people come in this country the right way.
You can't go nowhere else the wrong way.
Thank you. So why do you be able to come in here the wrong way and you can't go to resources, sucking up resources and stuff like that? I ain't against nobody having health care that actually need it, but I'm just telling you, you get in here, I pay the bills, and you take advantage of it for free. No, it don't work like that.
Go to Europe, go to South America, go to Asia,
Go to Mexico, go anywhere else.
without your paperwork right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Come on, man. Get your paperwork right. I don't mind as many as can come with the right paperwork and doing it the right way. Come on.
And I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. The way they locking them up and the way they picking up 100 here, 200 here, 300 there, it don't seem like too many over here legal.
Exactly.
It seems like more over here illegal than
Of
legal.
course it is. Man, come on, man. They let in almost 20 million people.
That's a lot of people.
Look, man, it ain't but 50 million blacks in this country. You let in 20 million, guess how many was already here? Do you think that's enough said, right?
And they ain't gonna need your vote after a while.
Absolutely. That's what the whole thing is about. Eliminating you, getting more people in to do stuff without you. Hey, we don't mind you coming, but everybody should have a fair shake and a fair deal across the board.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Don't take mine and give it to somebody else when I'm the one paying for it, and give it back.
Give it back.
Give
Give it back. Don't take it and don't give me nothing.
Yeah,
They ruining job markets.
yeah.
Well, no. Well, I showed you last week. They ain't ruining the job market.
They sure ain't.
They making the job market boom.
Absolutely.
People want them jobs.
Absolutely.
Art already told you. You go pick oranges, cotton, whatever. If you pay them to do it.
Absolutely. It don't matter. And everybody, I believe, in America will work if you pay them enough money.
And you're right. And I go pick cotton for $40 an hour.
Absolutely. Where the cotton field at? $40 an hour. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oranges. You got some oranges need pick for $40 an hour. I'm the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah. Grass need cut, car white, anything. You bring it to me. You gonna give me $40 an hour? I'm taking it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I pick it
Ain't
$40 an hour.
Ain't no question.
That's right. Ain't no work that can't be done if they don't go pay you to do it.
Well, they pay you $10 an hour to pick oranges and they making millions. Come on, man, slack up on the millions and pay some more. I ain't asking for your millions. I'm just asking for a fair cut of what we're doing.
That's it.
Right now in the U.S., the wages are up. The stock market is up. We getting billions from tariffs. Oh, you don't believe me? We got a clip we can run, can't we, Blow, on that?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we're gonna run a clip in a minute. We're gonna show you all of this stuff that's happening right now. People said the tariffs wouldn't work. They said we was gonna go in the hole. It's gonna be Black Friday. All this stuff is different now.
They're making some kind of money. They got all the new pickup trucks.
Absolutely.
The
No,
biggest one in the world.
let me tell you about that. Let's go back to that one for a minute, bro. What's up, nephew? Yeah, let me tell you about that. No, they ain't got to make no money to get no pickup truck. They give them money. You didn't know that. They give them that money for vehicles. They give them that money for housing. Give. I'm talking about GIVE, the NGO, GIVE. Give these people money. That's how they get them big things.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they give it to them. Not only do they give them that, they work these people and they give them health care. Free of charge. Yeah, free. No, nothing. Just come down there and get it free. And they give them food stamps. They give them free Social Security. And they don't give them the minimum. They give them the maximum. All this stuff is happening, man. It's crazy. Yeah, they can ride around in anything. I can ride around in a brand new big truck if I didn't have to pay health insurance. Well, if I didn't have to pay federal taxes,
Yeah.
yeah, if I didn't have to pay state taxes, if I didn't have to pay all that, I could ride around in a big boy truck. How about that? Yeah. And I could work for less money. Because that way you ain't taking the rest of it. That man, half of your yeah, give. They give it to him. Believe that. Yeah. Man, this stuff is crazy.
Hey, I agree with this guy right here. Whoever fell when it comes to the money, you're right.
Yeah.
But sometimes I look at the numbers what we put up in a week, and they don't even want to bump me up. Like I need to be bumped up.
Absolutely.
Good gosh almighty, I make you enough in a week to double me up.
Yeah.
You can double me up.
Yeah. All the money that these big companies making, you mean tell me they can't pay nobody?
Yeah, exactly. Man, want to
come
give
on.
somebody $3,000, $5,000 a year extra, man. Come on, man. I need about 15, but me 10, 15.
Exactly.
Especially if I'm producing.
Absolutely.
Exactly. EBT card.
Yeah, they give them that. They load them up to the max. Dog, and you don't have to pay nothing. You know, all we want is to be fair. Yeah. No, nobody's ever fair when it comes to money, but that's what we're getting at.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting at a fair wage, a fair price. Wages have gone up. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in this country, you know, and everything else is starting to shift down. Eggs and gas is down, all this kind of stuff. It's raising a little bit now because of that conflict. But you know what? Trump opened up. He opened up all the reserves right here and said, no, we're going to get that back down. Wait a week or two and see on that gas shoot right back down to some lows. I guarantee you. Right now, it's the 4th. They know what's happening. Every year, that thing during the 4th take a spike. But I tell you what, it's going to go back down. Yeah, we have to pay attention. We got another clip we're going to show y'all.
The rest of this one.
Oh, yeah, let's show the rest of this clip that we was looking at.
A long time?
Yes, for over 10 years.
Wow.
I cover even your first administration.
Yes, I know that. That's great. Well, thank you. That's so nice that you said
Thank
that.
you.
Appreciate it.
And I have one more question,
Yes.
Mr. President. Since we know in July or in the future, both President of Rwanda and the Congo will be coming
Yes.
to the United States. In Africa, President João Lourenço, the president of Angola, he is also the leader of African Union.
Good.
He
Yes, I know.
worked very hard to bring peace, but unfortunately,
Let's get him here.
Yes, that's
Okay? Would you invite him for me?
Of course.
Okay?
Of
No, we'll
course.
have, I know that he works very hard and he's the head of essentially the union. So the union all over Africa, not the kind of union that we have. This is the union all over Africa, and I'd love to have him. So you'll let him know.
Of course,
Okay.
Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good.
Mr.
Now you go back to where you belong,
Sure.
right? That's great. That's a great job. It's real knowledge and a real heart too. Congratulations. Okay. So we're here today to celebrate a glorious triumph, and that's what it is, for the cause of peace. And this is a long time waiting, the signing of a historic peace agreement between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Republic of Rwanda. The conflict has continued, and it's been going on for many, many years. It's been going from, I guess they say 30 years. The Great Lakes region of Africa for a long time, and maybe even time before that. How is the Great Lakes region? Must be beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful region, but they had a lot of war, right? A lot of fighting, a lot of death. It's displaced countless people and claimed the lives of thousands and thousands. But today, the violence and destruction comes to an end, and the entire region begins a new chapter of hope and opportunity, harmony, prosperity, and peace. That's been a long time waiting. I said, how long has the war been going? For 30 years, and at least 6 million people were killed. It's incredible. War on the planet since World War II. So it's a shame, but we're going to bring it to an end. I want to express my gratitude.
Yeah. I mean, it's heartbreaking that many people had died, but it's also a good thing, man, that they're bringing that to an end over there. That young lady that spoke there, kudos go out to her. You know, she's been over there, man, fighting in Congo, talking to them people, man. Now she's going to try to get the other president, all three of them people over here. They come into the White House and they're going to talk peace. And that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. You got to keep people out of their feelings. I mean, you know, get your feelings out of the way, man. Just get your feelings out of the way. Good things happen. We got some good things happening around here. That's what me and Blo were talking about. You remember 2 weeks ago, we were talking about it ain't so bad. Living in America ain't that bad. Most of us out here living, we ain't doing that bad, Blo.
Nah.
Yeah. You know, not as bad as they want you to think you're doing. That's how, I'm gonna tell you something. That's how Whoopi Goldberg, that's how Charlamagne the God, that's how Steve Harvey, that's how all them people do. Is what's D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley. They all try to get you in your body. The first thing they come on is talking about how bad you're doing, how somebody trying to keep you down, and they going home to $1 Million Mansion.
Biggest house on the street.
Yeah. Come on, man. We told you we only 15% of the population. And look at all the stuff that we doing out here. Come on. We got to look at the big picture. Don't let these people get in your body, because they will. It's a lot of good stuff happening, man, around this country, around here, man. It's just a lot of good things that's going on. And we have to actually understand that we can make this happen. Our kids.
And I challenge you to do something. Listen to them talk. Next time you hear D.L. Hughley or Steve Harvey or one of them, so just listen to what they saying, man.
Right.
They want you back in 1964 so bad.
Yeah. They want you to still be a slave.
That's what they talking about. They talking about all kind of stuff, man. They ain't talking about tomorrow.
No.
They don't never talk about tomorrow.
Yeah. Ask them to talk about your future instead of your past. You never drive a car looking backwards.
No. You never drive in reverse.
Absolutely. Dog, looking back. Stop looking back, man. Look forward. They keep you in the past. That's how they feel like they can keep you in your feelings. Yeah. Every time something break out, it's about this, it's about that, it's about white supremacy. Man, come on, man. That stuff ain't even practiced like it used to be. If they got you captured anyway, it's in your mind.
And we practicing it just as much as they do, if not more these days.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We already told you. Go back to instances like the chair.
Yeah.
We already tell you about the chair all the time. You can say blow line as much as you want to. If a white man, if that would have been the other way around, and Big Mama got hit on top of the head with a chair.
Yeah.
And everybody white people posting chairs and all this stuff going on their page and riding around with chairs on their car. Man, the people be losing their jobs.
Absolutely.
You'll be one of these people locked up and all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all know for yourself, you wouldn't have you white people riding around with chairs on top of the car and all that, man. We have a full-blown ride around here. Man, come on here, man. And we just got to do all of that stuff, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, we just did that like it wasn't nothing. Everybody was running around bragging because somebody's grandma done got hit in the top of the head.
Yeah.
Now, but with Big Mama, oh my God.
Oh, man. Oh, it's full-blooded chaos. Big Mama get hit there.
And then everybody posting it on their page and picking and laughing and oh Lord.
Yeah, come on, man. Being disrespectful with it and all that, man. Come on.
Come on, man.
What they don't want, let me tell you this. Chaos always favors the establishment. Who is the establishment? The people that's working against us out here. It's a lot of people out here working against anything that is good. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a lot of people working against anything that is good out here and right and righteous. They working against it, man. That's the establishment. Yep. You got some established people dug in to work against this stuff.
Yep.
Let me ask y'all this. Who in the world would want to work against RFK when he's trying to get all these yellow dyes out the food, when he's trying to figure out what's going on with autism? And you got people fighting against this man. Now, that's got to be something good. Now, who is that? I had people tell me, I don't like RFK. I don't want him in there. Why not? But you can't give me an answer on why you don't want the man in there when all the man trying to do is find out what's going on with all this obesity, all our health problems, everything that's going on. You can't even answer that question.
Because they're in their feelings and they go replace them with the person that let them put anything in.
That's crazy.
Don't even do the research, just bring it on in.
Yeah, and put it in your body and make you put it in. And you okay with that? Come on, man. How you okay with that? Yeah, I'm serious. How can you be okay with that, man? They get you in your feelings that make you hate somebody. And when you sit down and think about it, take your woosah moment, okay? You sit down, take your woosah moment and think about it and say, well, wait a minute. Why am I mad at this man again? like you said before, because somebody else told me to be. It wasn't because I was just mad at him. I don't even know the man.
It don't even make sense.
Yeah,
Man, one thing about it, right is right and wrong is wrong.
absolutely.
The man trying to keep all this stuff, we know autism and all this stuff is being caused by this stuff that's going in people's bodies.
But it's like you said before, bro. They get you to hate somebody by creating you as a victim.
Yeah, that's it.
They create you as a victim. If they create me as a victim, I won't like him. Now he ain't did nothing to me, but you make me feel like a victim just because he's coming in the play. And you call me the victim. You know, they said Social Security. Oh, Social Security, they getting ready to cut Social Security. No, they not. They just made Social Security better. As a matter of fact, Social Security just dropped. Not in the way of money and people getting money. It got in the way of them putting out money to people that didn't deserve it. That's where it dropped at. That's how it dropped. Now people could have more. Now your Social Security gonna stretch till you get to be old and get it and collect it. They found all that money of people getting Social Security checks that's been dead that 150 years old. I mean, I don't know where they're gonna spend it at 150, but somebody getting the check. It's been cash. Somebody spending that money. That's nothing but waste, fraud, and abuse. Yeah, get that out of there, man. Don't let them get you in your feelings with a victim mentality. That's how they do it. You done something wrong to me, so I'm mad at you. And I don't know what RFK did to you, since you don't know the man. You know what I'm saying? But you're mad at him. You don't want him in there. And the man trying to do something good. Make it make sense.
And the people that say stuff against him be saying stuff like, oh, we born with the pain our ancestors went through in our DNA. Yeah, it's in our bloodline, but I ain't go to kindergarten like, oh my God, I gotta fight for something. No.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I had to go in another bathroom and couldn't go in there and go around the back to get something out of this back. I didn't do all that.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't have flashbacks of people getting whooped in fields and stuff like that. We never experienced that.
We never experienced that.
No, we was playing with people of all different kinds of races at very, very young ages.
Well, this is the thing that I hear the most, Flo. I hear that, well, you got to remember where you came from so you won't go back to it. I doubt you go back to that.
No, my thing is you can't be so dang old looking back there and mess around and forget that you got somewhere to go. You're gonna miss the appointment. This is big business these days.
Yeah, exactly. Big business is getting in the way of doing things, but big business, they got to succumb to the worker these days. They got to succumb to us.
Yeah.
Now, because they ain't got the people, they got to give you the wages you want. If you want a good job, this is the time to start looking.
Yeah, and we got to stand firm though.
Yeah. Okay, we got another clip we want to show you.
CNN was allowed to be honest about President Trump video clip. So let me put that up on the screen and let's listen to this together.
Donald Trump just going crazy in terms of executive orders. He can issue an executive order today and will likely. He said so today. And he knows that the lower courts cannot carte blanche stop him, which hugely increases the power of the executive.
Yeah, look, this is a great week for him, not just because of this ruling, but earlier in the week, the Supreme Court handed him the ruling on being able to deport illegal immigrants to third-party countries, essentially. So he's on a little bit of a winning streak in the courts right now. And you know what a lot of Republicans are saying is, nope, we're not tired of winning yet. This happened. The stock market's at a record high. He brokered the ceasefire in the 12-day war. Peace broke out between Rwanda and the Congo. I mean, gas prices are at a 4-year low for the summer. I mean, win after win after win. And this particular one is the most important because these individual judges had been, I think, unfairly stopping the president from governing. He won the election. They didn't. We don't have 600 presidents. We have one president. And now he's going to be able to actually govern. And so you could make an argument that this week or the last 2 weeks, the best week or 2 weeks of his entire presidency.
Absolutely. I mean, all those wins, all those wins. That was CNN telling the truth for a change. They finally was allowed to tell the truth. Somebody on CNN was finally allowed to tell the truth for once. Yeah, all those are wins, man. All those are wins right now. stock market, all that stuff, gas prices, every bit of it, man. You know, the courts just handed down the decisions, you know, telling him he can go ahead and send people out. Every judge out there, they would go and they call it judge shopping. They would go shop for judges that maybe was appointed by Biden or Obama, and they would try to stop every executive order that they put in. The Supreme Court just shot all that down, told them to stop it. Stop that foolishness. You didn't have that happening in 60 years worth of president. And then in less than 6 months, you had all them judges jumping in doing something. Nobody jumped in when Biden was doing this craziness. Nobody jumped in on that.
Yeah, they wanted to say something bad, but they couldn't.
But they couldn't say nothing bad. Oh, yeah, they always wanted to say something bad. That was their MO. But see, it's not good. That's what I'm saying, man. Stop letting these people get you in the feelings. If CNN could have got you in your feelings, they would have on that particular point. But they couldn't say
they had
that.
to keep it 100 for once.
For once, they had to keep it 100, man, about what's going on out here. We have to start looking, man, and paying attention, looking around. Things is getting better, not worse. They want to make you think it's getting worse, but it's getting better. Actually, it is. Yeah, because everybody I know doing pretty doggone good. Every time I look around, they're doing bigger and better things.
I can't complain myself.
Yeah, come on, man. We ought to be blessed. We ought to be thankful that everything that's going on right now is being good for this country. I don't know why people don't seem to like the country that they live in. It's the only one you got. I love Africa as a nation, as a country over there, but I don't live there. I live here. I was born here. I wasn't born there. That's just the way it is. You know, I was born over here. So get out your feelings. Stay out your feelings, Fred. I see you. Thanks for joining in today. I know you come in and you get in your feelings. Get out your feelings, man. Get out your feelings. That's what this is about today. We got another part to that clip to show you, and we're going to put it up. Yeah.
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 Here we go. I'm going to have to skip down a little bit. Just bear with me real quick.
Yeah. Before we start, we're going to get a little excerpt. Don't start it yet. Let's go back.
Hold on.
You got a cue, though.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, now this part, we're getting ready to show you a little bit about what was going on with all the shots, with all the jabs. For a lot of people that didn't know this information, we're going to bring it to you right now, and we're going to show you what was actually going on with it. That's why me and Blow, we stayed firm, we stayed pat on what we was doing. Now, this is going to, a lot of it's going to probably be news to you, but we're getting ready to show it to you right now.
Here we go.
$10 triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring on your title, urgent alerts to any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. Go to HomeTitleLock.com and use promo code Gardner. That's HomeTitleLock.com, promo code Gardner. Okay, you remember when Joe Biden tried to force an experimental medical procedure into the arms of American workers in order to enrich his buddies at Big Pharma. We were told that this would be a winter of death for the unvaccinated, that only the unvaccinated would survive, that he was losing his patience and now had to force this on the American people, that God and God alone made these two arms, one for the COVID shot and one for the flu shot, which they've now proven actually makes people that get the shot more sick than people that don't. Well, now new bombshell information has come out. Let me put this on the screen. So they're now releasing data that the pandemic likely went on as long as it did because of the vaccine. What they are saying is that they tested 1,500 people and monitored them. And what they found is that those that were getting vaccinated were likely shedding the vaccine. They were actually spreading the spike protein all around America and around the world. So when they say that it would be the unvaccinated that would die, and that you, the unvaccinated, were killing your grandma, your neighbor, the person you sat next to at church, the person you stood next to in the post office line, that you were a killer. It's actually just the opposite. It was actually the vaccinated that were shedding and spreading.
Eating too much salt causes hypertension, right? Nope. What about too much bacon and red meat? Nope. It's actually
through physical contact, breathing, sweat on your skin, sexual intimacy, being in proximity to somebody around you. Literally, the vaccine was replicating like crazy inside of your body, and then it was coming out and getting on unvaccinated people. This is more than likely why the pandemic took as long as it did. It was also most likely why COVID turned into Delta COVID, an even more deadly strain, because science, real science, shows that as a virus ages, it actually gets weaker. So if they had done nothing, we would have gone from COVID, the Wuhan leaked virus paid for by Dr. Fauci and covered up by Dr. Fauci, and it would have slowly declined into Omicron. Instead, they did something that they know they should never do, which is vaccinate during a pandemic with an experimental gene therapy that they relabeled a vaccine. What happened? You saw a spike in death. And they said, it's getting worse, therefore you must get vaccinated. And you have to get up to 5 or 6 boosters. But in fact, it was the vaccinated. The more shots you got, the sicker you got, and the more the illness continued to linger. But it was because the vaccinated were shedding all over the rest of us. So this study goes through and details how it was actually the vaccinated that were spreading this, not the unvaccinated. So it would get in, it would transfer into exosomes, which would then go out through your breath, your sweat, during intercourse with a partner, or maybe somebody that you just met. Pretty crazy, right? So it wasn't a winter of death for the unvaccinated. It was actually the vaccinated were shedding all over everyone else. Now, I don't want you to use this information to make family and friends and coworkers feel bad, but you could share it with them and say, hey, listen, you shamed me for not wanting to get an experimental medical procedure.
Go ahead.
Wow. I know that's some tough stuff. And that's some tough stuff for people that went ahead and put the stuff in them. And Gaslighter, I've been saying this since the beginning. Those shots were
just to make us sick and then richer.
And them richer. Absolutely, Gaslighter. And that's a fact.
Don't be
man.
shedding on me. So they probably already got us.
Yeah.
I know they got me one
Yeah.
time. They got somebody, but they had me laid up.
Me too. I mean, but that's what it is. And they just coming out with the real deal, man. And that's pathetic. And these people had us up like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People was in their feelings about me and Blow real bad. Dog.
I was supposed by my job to get vaccinated. Not have a new job.
Yeah, ain't no question. Well, I mean, they was in their body about us telling them that
don't go to the hospital and that.
Yeah, they told us don't even go to the hospital if you get sick.
Yeah. You're right. They got about six rounds in them now.
Yeah, absolutely. They got, and me and Blow, we were saying, well, dog, man, at least do some research.
I mean, you ain't even just the math wasn't math for me. If they say 98% of the people that get it ain't gonna be all right, why is everybody getting it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what I like to say. They were talking about everybody but God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lord Jesus, protect me from this sickness. If I succumb to it, just grab me and take me with you. Your holy heavenly name.
Yeah. Blow was talking about, they talking to everybody but God at this moment. They're closing down the house of prayer. I mean, and leaving the liquor stores open, leaving the clubs open.
There's 75,000 people at the Nebraska game.
Yeah.
And you can't go to church.
Absolutely. Did that make any sense?
They
No.
said the house of prayer was a super. They said 65 people died at the house of prayer. Ain't nobody died at the football game.
Yeah. Come on, man. Can you see what it is?
The churches was under attack though.
Yeah,
Because they were
man.
scared that they were gonna get you to believe in your faith. I was the only one preaching faith.
Sure was. And that's the truth.
I was the only one preaching faith.
Yeah, that's true.
People talking to me, man, they tell me, you going to get the thing, man?
Oh.
I believe it. I'm
I
rolling
gotta
with God
go.
on this.
I'm rolling with God on this. And that's what Blow was saying throughout the whole thing.
That's what I was saying. I'm rolling
Yeah.
with God.
I don't understand, but yes, I do. They got you in your feelings. That's what it get at. If you'd got out your feelings, you could have seen enough to understand that something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. What they do, they make you mad at other people. What Biden get up there preaching? Your neighbor, you causing grandma to die. Right then, they got you in your feelings. You causing grandma to die because you're not vaccinated. You should spread it to other people because you ain't vaccinated. He went to forcing people off their job, forcing them in the military to get it. Man, I'm telling you, man, the thing is crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
They say I had my arm on fire for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my aunt tell me that too.
Yeah.
The TV doctor made you feel like you were selfish for questioning that.
Yeah, exactly.
They told us don't go to the hospital.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. That's when I stopped believing in doctors. Right then, when during COVID, I found out that you got a lot of unethical doctors out there because they knew better. If you're a doctor and you don't do the research, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. If your doctor didn't tell you, wait a minute, he ain't done no research. I had the doctor tell me, "Oh, you ain't gonna listen to your doctor?" No, I ain't gonna listen to my doctor. He said, "Why you ain't gonna listen to your doctor?" I said, "Because I've done my research." I told him just like that. The doctor got mad at me. The nurse came back in and said, "Oh, he like that sometimes." I told her, "I don't care what he like. He won't be seeing me no more." That's for sure. Me and my family got it, but good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means y'all ain't done your homework. That's what that meant.
Man, you had people had transplants up for the transplant, didn't want to get the thing and even get the people the transplant.
Exactly. Let them die. I'm just telling you, man, come on. This is the way it worked with the doctors. Let me tell you, a lot of people don't understand how it worked with these doctors out here. I'm going to tell you something. The medicine that the doctors get from Big Pharma, they don't know what it is and what it do. You know where they get their information? Big Pharma tell them, okay, this is good for that. That's all they know. They're not the chemist. And the Big Pharma tell them, try this with your patients, and we're going to send you on a trip to Aruba, and we're going to give you a little money on the side. And that's what them doctors do. And they follow right along with Big Pharma. Big Pharma in it to make money. We know what they're doing. They don't care whether you get sick. They want to strain you along with medicine the whole time. Every pill they sell, they making money.
I mean, you see people, man, down there,
Straight
65, 70 years old. I mean, got bags and bags of medicine.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need all this medicine for?
And that's too much
I
medicine.
mean, you got people that take 70 pills,
Yeah.
50, 60 pills.
And guess what? They do not know how all those pills work together. Let me tell you that. The doctor gets going to prescribe. Okay, your toe hurt, here go a pill. Okay, your arm hurt, here go another pill. Oh, you felt something in your chest, here go another pill. Now, ain't nobody ever put all those pills together and put them in your body and tested them to know what they're going to do. What you wind up with is a body full of pills not knowing what all they doing. And every pill got at least 10 side effects.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, well, all the Congress cash and big checks.
Yeah, absolutely, Chef Boy. That's right. All the Congress going to the bank and the doctors. Don't forget the doctors going to the bank too.
We talk about
Yeah.
that all the time. They
Yeah.
make $400,000 a year and got a $20 million mansion.
Yeah,
That don't add up.
it don't add. The math ain't mathing, as they say. The math not mathing.
Math, not math.
Yeah, I'm trying to give y'all some information today. Look, start questioning them doctors. Because what they get from Big Pharma tell them this is good for that. And that's all they do is pass that information and tell you this is good for that. That's all they do. Trust me, I know somebody's in the pharmaceutical business. And they know exactly what they do with them doctors. And they know what Big Pharma do. They know what the doctors do. So the doctors getting paid, they get paid to push a certain medicine. Okay, they're going to push it. If Big Pharma say push this one, they pushing that one. They don't care how many side effects it is. They don't know nothing about the medicine other than Big Pharma told them it was good for this. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Better start questioning them doctors. I question mine like crazy. I'm going to ask a million questions. Hey, well, what about this? I'd go do a little research. You give me a pill to take, I'm going to research that pill. I'm going to see what's going on with it. I want to look up the side effects. what it do? Is it better? Do you know that some of the pills they give you, the side effects will kill you before whatever you got kill you? That's a fact. Start Googling some of this stuff. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Start Googling some of this stuff, man. And look at them side effects and stuff like that. That stuff will kill you.
I mean, we even hear the one where they read the side effects on the commercial.
Yeah.
If you suffering, but man, they say all kind of stuff. Bleeding at your rectum and all kind of stuff. Lord, I don't want to take that.
Yeah.
They got all kind of stuff they be saying.
Do you know that we the only other, it's one more country, and RFK, I think, just banned this, that allows Big Pharma to promote medicine on TV. Did y'all know that? We're the only country that do that. Everybody else don't let Big Pharma put the medicine and sell the medicine and promote this medicine on TV. Our congressmen captured by that. Our doctors been captured by Big Pharma. All of it. The CDC was captured by Big Pharma. That's why they was doing this stuff during the doggone during the COVID. Let's say you appeal for blindness. Side effects, possible blindness. Yeah. Hey, that's true. I'm telling you. Yeah. Possible blindness for the blindness medicine, okay? Hey, man, I want y'all to really start taking some of this stuff to heart, man, and paying attention. That's all you got to do. Let me tell you this. I tell everybody this. It's a difference between listening and paying attention. If you just listening, it go in one ear and out the other. If you paying attention, you actually learn something. That's why the teacher don't tell you to listen. The teacher tell you to pay attention so you can learn something.
The natural remedies have been happy ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing the same thing, trying to go more natural. Mm-hmm. Even with everything you take, try to go more natural with natural stuff. Because this stuff they pumping in your body. Right now, Big Pharma is pissed off at RFK. Why? If they had a chance, I believe they'd kill him. Why? Because he's interrupting a lot of big money. It's big money in them pills. It costs them a penny to make them, and it costs you $30 to take them. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. So y'all, we had to pay attention to what's going on. Me and Blow dig into this stuff. We find this stuff out. We go do this research during the week. We pay attention to all of this stuff, man. Mm-hmm. If you pay attention, you learn something. If you're just listening, it go in one ear and out the next. If you start really paying attention, then you start to learn. That's where you learn that. When you start paying attention. So start paying attention to what's going on out here. Stop letting these people get you in your body. First of all, when you get in your feelings, you can't pay attention to nothing. You're all over the place. You'll never do the right thing. I tell Blow that all the time. You never make good decisions while you're in your body. And that's a fact. There's plenty of people in prison right now. If you can go ask all of them, dog, man, would you give it back? Just not do that one thing for that one time, for that one moment. Could you take that moment back? Absolutely, they'll take it back. All right. About to end our show right now. We thank everybody for joining in today. We hope you learned something. We hope you paid attention. Okay. This thing here is it's been going on for way too long. I'm glad you started to pay attention, Kyle Mount. You've been with us a while. Wait, we like everybody that join in all the time, man. Just keep it up. Keep listening, keep paying attention. We're going to keep coming. We're going to keep bringing you information we think you don't know, because we're going to keep looking. We're going to keep doggone searching, and we're going to keep digging till we finally figure this thing out and finally figure out how to get these kids back on the right track. That's our biggest thing right now. We got the kids is off the rail. Y'all been listening and paying attention. They've been doing a whole lot of stuff out here. Why? Because they in their feelings.
Yeah, they're definitely in their feelings. Yeah. And the family structure got to get back together, man.
Yeah.
All these broken homes, that's the main thing.
That's the key.
The mom and the dad, like I said, you can go around Charlotte, look all day. You can't bring me 10 families.
Yeah.
You can't bring me 10 families. Husband, wife.
And kids.
All of them by the man.
Yeah.
You can't find that no more. Grandma had 12 kids, all of them by one man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That stuff ain't going. And they kids did the same thing.
Yeah. Hey, we want to thank everybody for joining in. It's one thing for certain.
Two things for sure.
We're going to tell the truth.
Because it's time.
It's time to tell the truth, and the truth hurts. Peace out.
Peace out.